needed to just worked out because I needed to, and then I sculpted for like 8 hours a day. I really just want to be comfortable and content. Just so many things to be grateful for. But yeah, that's my favorite journaling method that I've found so far. I think if I forgot the nightly prompts, I usually only do it in the morning. But yeah, journaling, writing things down. On her shoulder, I was cleaning. Ask me what am I making? Day off by sculpting this commission because I anticipate that it'll take me the longest time to sculpt. As you can see, it's super detailed. Basically, it's gonna be her and her fiance. Next, we ended up going with this pack of 3.
أهلا أنا حنين. للي ما يعرفني أنا صاحبة متجر إليستور ورسامة ديجيتال، وحاليا فاتحة طلبات الرسم الخاص. إذا حابين أعمل لكم تصميم تقدروا تتواصلوا على حسابي الخاص في الإنستغرام. حبيت اليوم نشتغل بالصلصال الهوائي. راح نعمل مع بعض كابز. أول شيء راح أنظف المكان بالمعقم وأنظف يدي كويس. هذه الأدوات اللي أنا أحب أستخدمها، وعلبة فاضية عشان أحفظ فيها الصلصال الزايد عشان ما ينشف بالهواء. هذه العلبة المرتفعة عشان أشتغل عليها ويكون أسهل على يدي في الشغل وما تجيني آلام، لأنه القطع ممكن تكون صغيرة وصعب إنه أنا أمسكها بيدي. الكابز حقتي بشكل دائري، فراح أبدأ أول بتسوية الصلصال عشان ألف الصلصال على الكابز.
I also reuse all of my shipping label like paper. These swivel keychain hooks are my favorite. You will need some sort of chain link to assemble the keychain as well, but these are really tough to work with, so an alternative is using jump rings and assembling them individually. My favorite earring hooks are for and ship. I get most of my supplies from smaller box from Amazon. Stuff it with tissue paper and it's a great way to protect your clay pieces during transit. As for stickers, I hand
راح أنظف الصلصال من الأوساخ بعود الأذاني وبشوية معقم.
She spans all the way. I think her wingspan from leaf to leaf is over 6 feet if you straighten her out. Over here I have all my packing essentials that I use every time.
وأحب دائما أستخدم المعقم كغرة.
They're so good. Some more packaging supplies, a box filled for decoration but also utilities. So my vlogging camera, my hard drive back there, this little adapter thing. I have a tray filled with polymer clay mix that I like to reference, but it's usually more recent pieces that I need to reference. So like these pumpkin goldfish prototypes, as well as a glass slate is really useful if you have my back when I do need to sit for a long amount of time, but the warned cats really love it. And yeah, this is my studio space. I don't think I've ever explained this, but you've seen me sculpt on this sort of, I use it as a little platform for all of my small lidded jar would work for polymer clay. I really want to get something with a glass surface just because I think it'd be prettier, like Laffy Taffy. And now I'm gonna weigh it out. I think for most of my keychains, I like the bottom. Another tip I have is to mainly work with your fingertips. I recommend using your fingertips because they typically have less dust and dirt on them as opposed to your palms. Myself, I'm thinking of making a croissant, like this corner unit with windows on both sides, facing the west, facing the mountain, to start sculpting with polymer clay. And while I'm packing everything into boxes and while I'm moving out, I thought this would be a great time to just show you all the art supplies that I own, which ones I actually use, which ones I don't use that often, and which is my desk. A pro cleaning tip that I read first because it takes up most of the space, and if the bed is clean, then you'll feel more accomplished and more motivated to go on. I have one over there, and that is a desk that I was like a cushioned. I'm gonna put these up on my Amazon storefront. It's gonna be under my cozy home studio tab, so look at that if you're wondering about any of my supplies. So I feel like this area is the star of the show in most of my actually. I tend to tuck away some of my clay supplies here because it's easy access for clay sculpting, and whenever I'm sculpting on the go, all my pieces with UV resin, and I've been using flat brushes like this, but over time I always end up needing this for some reason. My uncomfy stamp, I use this to stamp all of my packages that I ship out. Another jar, a big bottle of rubbing everything that I love, and this is the liner that I use right now, so I have to make it weekly because I like having a weekly setup. Little quotes on the bottom of each week. Tulip, the wireless version, it's worth the money because it'll just save you the pain of having to organize all your wires. And the other nice thing about it is that you'll be able to connect to multiple devices. I mean, honestly, it's such a first world problem. I'm gonna move this guy up here. Plastic sitting here, so I don't know why it was on the floor, but yeah, this was like $30. I don't know what this was first used for. I think it was part of like a coffee table or something. But if you're looking for a glass surface like this, I would suggest looking at thrift stores or consignment shops. A lot of oil painters love using glass palettes, so colors. And on this last level, I have my UV lamp. Underneath it is my UV gloves, nitrile gloves, my respirator. Super okay. Now that we've covered everything I have on this side of the studio, I'm gonna start packing it up now. Can she walk in the fire? Can she? Hello. Currently it's the start of January, so it's Capricorn season, which means it's my time to shine. I'm so excited to share with you guys the things I've been planning during my break and just the things that I'm gonna do to really improve my brand. Not only, and it's super thin, I love who makes enamel pens. They have rectangle.
أتمنى إنه هذا الفيديو يكون نال على إعجابكم واستفدتوا معايا وكان مريح، وأشوفكم بإذن الله في الفيديو القادم.